name is Aimee Scott. I have a social media platform called Aimee's Edventures. You might have seen me on TikTok and Instagram, but I am so excited to be chatting with you. First of all, congratulations on this next step. Teaching is honestly the best job ever, but you guys are in the right place because that first year is so hard because that transition from college to the classroom, no one is there holding your hand, no one told you what to do. So hopefully these tips will help you with the lesson planning side of things. So let's just jump into it. I am currently in the process of organizing all of my lesson plans, but here's what I'm going to be showing you guys how to do today. So these are my monthly lesson plans. I have a binder for each month, and I'm going to show you what's inside and how you can easily get access to those things, how to make these cute covers, and the little side labels. So without further ado, let's get started. So the very first thing that you want is what is inside the binders, because yes, they're super cute when they're all matching and you've got the color printer, but the most important thing is your lessons. Hopefully you are at a school where your team collaborates and shares with you. My first year I was not, so I'm going to tell you some of the things that I had to figure out to be able to get my lessons. I did end up making most of them and selling them on Teachers Pay Teachers. You can access those there. But I'll just show you other ways that you don't have to spend all the time that you need to be sleeping and resting and taking care of you after school, because I worked well beyond my contract hours trying to just go from one day to the next, and I don't want that to happen to you guys. So let me show you some of my favorite tips and tricks. The first thing that you can do is ask your principal if your school does DonorsChoose. It's an organization that helps teachers get exactly what they need. That could be from your Teachers Pay Teachers wish list, your Amazon wish list, anything. So ask them, and then I'll include in my handout a step-by-step YouTube tutorial that will show you exactly how to create a project and get it funded in no time. I used to be an ambassador for them, so I know a couple tips and tricks that you won't find anywhere else. And the second thing that you can do is just ask friends and family. Instead of like Amazon wish lists, you can ask for Teachers Pay Teachers resources. I find resources that are grouped by month. So like it'll be third grade monthly resources. And then a lot of teachers have spent so much time that you can save creating a resource for you for each month. The third and final tip I have for you is to use your legislative money. So in every school, every teacher should be given a specific amount of money for their classroom that comes from the legislature, because you are in a government job and taxes go to helping you fund your classroom. So don't spend anything out of your own pocket. There are a lot of ways that you can do that. Talk to your principal, see what that budget is. And I know it's so tempting to just take that money and spend it on like a new class rug or some other kind of cute classroom decor. That will come. I'm sure that it's not the first time you've heard that in this conference. You don't need to have the cutest classroom, but you do need to have something to teach your kids. So I would use that legislative money on these resources that I'm about to show you. It doesn't have to be these exact resources, but I would spend them on your lessons. So here is an example of a finished binder. So this just has the resources that I used this September. These are mine. I also use some other like monthly themed resources from other sellers. So everything below, these ones are from the Moffatt girls. So at the back, I also have my answer keys, which makes it really nice when you are grading. You can just pull that out. Something that I also do is I'll link everything I need for my students, and then I'll show you what I do after that. I do keep all of my masters in page protectors, because then I don't actually have to 3-hole punch the actual paper, because then it would probably chop off some important things that the kids need to see, and it keeps them protected and nice so I can use them every year. These are just the Pen and Gear brand that you can find at Walmart. So after I make my copies, then I put them in my 10-tier filing cabinet. Also a great idea for a DonorsChoose project. I have them labeled for each day of the week. And then I also have like different little sections that I can use for other things. And then if I have my teacher aide, she knows what needs to be copied and what needs to be filed. So that way if she has downtime, she can just come here and then all of my lessons are prepped and ready to go, and I can just grab them and pass them out to my kids. Now it's time to make the binders cute. I have a bunch of pre-made templates that you can purchase on TPT. It will make everything look uniform. You'll be able to find everything very easily. It's organized and labeled, and you will really enjoy pulling out your lesson plans. And sometimes it's just those small things in the day that really help get you going. I'll have a link for the printer that I use in the handout as well. I also have a certain amount of pages that I can print at my school, so just in case that happens with you too, you can also print at Office Depot using that legislative money, and then Office Depot will actually give some of it back to your school. I also go to the local library. At mine, we can print 100 pages a day, so you better believe that every day I go and print my 100 pages and then just take it back to school. The binders are totally something that you can ask parents for at the beginning of the year. A lot of people just have these lying around that aren't used, and they're happy to donate. I actually didn't buy any of my binders, and I don't plan to for a while. You can ask if that's okay, or you can ask friends and family again. Lots of people have binders lying around, so you don't need to spend your own money. So I just have this binder. I'm going to use it for science. It's a little bit bigger. You can decide what size, everything that works for you. I'm not going to tell you that because it's not one size fits all. And then I'm just going to take the page that we created. Now the colors are a little bit schemampus because of this filter, but you just slide it right in, and then I'm going to laminate my binder spines, and we'll put that in next. Okay, let's make these cute binder covers. So this is a template that I've already made for you. It has lots of cute options. You can find it on TPT. I'm going to use this one today. I'm just editing in PowerPoint. That's what I use for everything. So you can just type in science. I have one of my handwriting fonts on there. You can change it to whatever you want. I really like this big one. And then just a little tip to make it more colorful. I love to make it like as big as it can go, but that is just a personal preference. So you can leave it like that, super cute. If you want to add colors, then you can just go to shape format and then text fill, click on more fill colors, and then you can use like the ones on the rainbow, and you will just have to change every individual letter. And we'll just go through. I like to do a little pattern. And then that also looks cute, but if you want to take it one step further, you can click on shape format again and then go to this little shape or text outline one. And then I usually do pretty thick outlines, so maybe like a 3. And there is our binder cover. Then you just print it out. In each of my binder cover packs, I also have these editable binder spines. So I'm going to print one off for my science binder. So I'll just go to the one that looks like it will fit the best, and I believe that would be this one. And then I can just write science. Again, you can change the color, font, anything you want. And then I have some other binders that I need to make labels for, so I'm going to choose these. Now my binder labels are printed, and I'm going to laminate them first because it makes it so much easier to put it into the binder, and then I'll cut them out and put them in.